it's really encouraging employees who've got concerns. It could even be concerns about, you know, it could be hereditary cancer, concerns about symptoms, for them to come forward at a very early stage and go and do something about it. I think that is so important. And screening, testing, all these things are really important. So it's not about after people are being diagnosed, it's almost too late. So it's doing a massive change, as we just alluded to, as with mental health, that we're talking about it, we're being open about it. I think that's really important. Yeah, so there's lots of benefits for employees by doing this, and by working together, you know, reducing stress, enabling the focus on the treatment. That's a massive, you know, because some people could go through surgery, radiotherapy, chemotherapy, and immunotherapy. They could have all four. That's a lot for someone to cope with. Some people have more than one cancer as well, so they might be going through 2 different lots of chemo. This is a lot for people to cope with. So the more work can take any pressure off them, I think it really helps. And I think also that you know, this ripple effect, that for every one person affected, you can have another 50 impacted in the workplace. So again, if people are seeing that work are taking this really seriously, that's going to really improve morale, it's going to improve engagement, and you're going to retain people. So all the reasons on here. Kate, anything to add?
Yeah, I think your point is really well made around stress and anxiety. Obviously, anyone suffering with cancer is going to be stressed and anxious for those medical reasons. And as an employer, sometimes they may have preconceived ideas about what your employer is going to say, and they may have made up their own story in their head about how that meeting is going to go. When you can get the opportunity to sit down with someone who explains their very difficult situation, and we can say to them, right, this is how long you're going to get paid for. This is what I'm going to do to help you. These are the adjustments I can make for you during your treatment, and a myriad of other things that are specific to that person. In my experience, generally, they come away from that meeting hopefully a little bit more assured than they came into it. So that early conversation with HR or your manager can hopefully drive a positive outcome with regards to how that feels. I guess one thing I would also add here is perhaps some of you listening and watching us today are managers, or you lead teams, or you're in HR yourself. None of us, maybe a few, none of us are specialists in supporting people with cancer. It's an incredibly personal and complex journey. And for most of us, sadly, we've got our own experience of cancer in our personal lives, so it can be really triggering for some people as well. So as an HR professional or as a manager, when an employee comes to you and seeks help and support and empathy with their cancer journey, that can trigger all sorts of difficulties for that person. So I think having a service like Reframe, who are specialists, would be a really welcome addition for any manager or any HR professional who without doubt are going to be doing the very best they can. They're not specialists, none of us are. So I think anything that we can do to equip our managers and our HR professionals to handle this very difficult situation better